welcome to Finding Your Frequency, the show where we meet people, find out who they are, where they're headed, and what success looks like. And today we're joined by Kimberly Stevens from the Practitioner's Pen. How are you, Kimberly?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Tell us who you are. First of all, great. Thank you for taking the time to come in.
Of course.
Who are you? What are you doing with the Practitioner's Pen?
So I am a family nurse practitioner.
Okay.
In practice for over 10 years. Decided it was time to do something a little different. I wanted to reach more people. I see patients one-on-one.
Right.
There's a lot of the same information over and over and over. So I realized I love writing. So Practitioner's Pen started as a writing business for health, wellness, and medical type things to reach more people at a time.
Okay.
Instead of one by one, I could reach tens or hundreds at a time with
Right.
information. The trick to my practice is I can explain complicated medical things so people understand them who aren't medical.
Okay.
And if you understand it, you're going to have more impact, or you're going to have more involvement with it. You're going to do it. You're going to change your health. You're going to change your life. Then I expanded my Practitioner's Pen, and it is now also a telehealth company.
Okay.
So I'm still want the patient care, but want the writing, and I'm transitioning into just those two and out of the clinic.
Well, let's back up a sec, because
Sure.
you talk about reaching more people at a time. And it seems like in medicine, the trend is to be more one-on-one,
Yes.
right? I mean, you hear people talking, doctors in particular, talking about, I see my patients one-on-one. Why is it important for you to reach more people in an engagement?
So what I've realized with patients is there's not a lot of education out there
Right.
on our basic, how does your body work? Or what is diabetes? What does hypertension mean? What do you mean I added salt to my dinner? How's that got to do with my blood pressure? Just basic information. And it needs to be part of our day-to-day, just general information everybody should have.
Right.
And if you're only seeing each patient one-on-one, and of course they'd still get that, but if I could hit more people, reach more people, and get that general information out there, and get that basic information so that people had a better understanding, I wouldn't be seeing them in the offices as much when we now have a big problem we have to try to fix.
Right.
So it's a little bit of the preventative medicine
Yeah.
model, which doesn't play out in the clinic as easily as I think they thought it would.
Right.
So being able to reach more people and just getting that information out there, just educating people, you have some knowledge and you have some information and you can use it to change things.
Is preventative medicine ever going to be the standard? Can we shift? I mean, and you've got 10 years of experience behind you. Do you think we can make that shift?
I do think we can, actually. I think that it has to start a lot younger. We can't wait till you're 42 and all of a sudden your labs come back and now we have to deal with hypertension, lipids, and diabetes.
Right.
Like, we need to have that as part of our upbringing, part of our educational system, part of teaching our kids, this is what you should eat, this is what you shouldn't, these are the kinds of things about your body that are important. And that's all gone by the wayside.
Seems like it's a never-ending cycle, because it's tough to get adults to live that way. Now you want adults to help their children live that way.
And if the adults aren't living that way, the kids aren't going to live that way, and then the kids grow up and they're doing the same thing over and over. So I think I think it's changing a little bit, but I just have decided that
You're going to go do your own thing.
I need to make sure people know.
Right. And there's so much information if you just open and start Googling.
It's overwhelming.
That's the best word. It's overwhelming in the sense that you don't know where to start and you don't know when to finish.
Yeah.
And if you look at it with a critical eye, who's really giving you the information?
And some of that information is not right, and that can be upsetting. I've had patients come in, I looked it up on Google, it says this. I'm like, no, you're not that bad off, I promise, and we can fix this. And the other thing, both with my telehealth and with my writing, is there's a lot easier solution to a lot of health-related things.
Right.
And most people are just so, medical, health, too much, and shut down. And my goal is finding the easier, simpler, more direct, fun way to just, here's how we fix it.
Right.
Here's how we take care of this. Here's how we change this. And my patients love it. And it makes a difference. And they buy in and they do it and they get better.
So are you seeing results? Are you growing to the point where you, as you just said, your patients love it, they see it, they understand it? Where are you headed?
So the telehealth company is taking off.
Okay.
Gangbusters.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Quicker than I had, you always have a business plan.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm several months ahead of my business plan right now, which is
Congratulations.
wonderful. My
Which
writing,
is why you're here.
Which is why I'm here. The writing just started last July.
Okay.
And within 3 months, I'd already met my annual goals with that.
Wow.
So it's also going pretty well. So that tells me it's information people want to know.
Right.
And that I'm delivering it in a way that is clicking with people.
Okay.
And so they're understanding, and then their word of mouth, hey, look what I did, and you can too, and talk to her.
Right.
And that's been the biggest growth factor right now as far as the businesses.
And you can change the trajectory of health, but you can do it in a small way that grows into a large way. It's just getting started, which is what you've done.
Right.
How do people find you?
I have a website.
You do?
It's called
Shocking.
It's the Practitioner's Pen.
The Practitioner's Pen.
Imagine, it's being reworked right now. It's going to be beautiful very
bet it will.
soon.
I bet we know the people who are doing that.
I bet you do. And then my email is the same thing, thepractitionerspen@gmail.com. My phone numbers are on the website. People can text me, call me.
And it doesn't matter. Listen, you're not specific. You're not just cancer or diabetes. You're across the board.
Yep.
Here's the truth.
Yep.
And here's how you get to where you want to go.
And
which
here's
is
the
what this show's
baby
about.
steps to get you there.
Here's how you find your frequency. Your frequency in this case being your health. You help
Exactly.
dial it in.
Exactly.
Make
And get rid of
beautiful
the
music.
noise.
Absolutely. You're the best. I'm glad you came on.
Thank you so much.
It's great to have you today.
It was awesome.
And we'll see you next time here on Finding Your Frequency.